Today I'm going to be showing you my favorite WWE action figures to use. By that I mean great articulation, great posability, stupendous likeness, and in general when you have it in your hand, you can just tell that it is a quality action figure made by a quality company, of course being Mattel, and we're going to get right into it. This is not a favorite figures list. I have a favorite figures list up on YouTube right now, so be sure to check that out. It's like top 10 favorite figures or something. Top 10 favorite WWE action figures. Be sure to check that out. But this is my ones that I use the most, mostly my stop motions. We're going to start off with the charismatic enigma Jeff Hardy. This is the top picks Jeff Hardy right here. I'm a big Jeff Hardy fan, and I think this figure does some stupendous justice right here. Like the face paint a lot. I like the armbands, the belt, gear's really cool. I think this actually is like AEW debut gear. Like before he left AEW and all that, he had this gear for his debut. He's got the white towel. Articulation moves really nice. His arms go up about that much. Ab crunch and all that. Waist swivel. Legs are a little stiff. I'll be completely honest with you. I don't know if these are ball joints or not. Are these ball? I don't know if they're ball joints, but knees move really good. These are before they did the pinless knees with almost every figure, so they look really nice. Feet articulation, all that. Jeff Hardy is one guy where you like need that articulation with, so they definitely did him good on that figure. Here's the Viper Randy Orton right here. I love this figure. I think this head sculpt is absolutely perfect. It looks just like Randy Orton, resembling him absolutely amazingly. Tattoo details on fleek, and so is the articulation on this Randy Orton. This is the Elite 98. Randy Orton is, of course, somebody who you need that articulation with, much like Jeff Hardy, for his very fast reflexes that he does, like the RKO's out of nowhere. You need that articulation. That's a great figure. Even though it's super outdated, I would like an updated Randy Orton figure very soon. I hope the fan takeover vote is the Royal Rumble 2024 Randy Orton. I hope that's the one that wins because I didn't vote on it unfortunately, but I hope that one wins right there because I'll definitely buy it. You can't mention great articulation without talking about a current day. My camera just went blurry. What the heck was that? But you can't mention great articulation without talking about a current day Rey Mysterio figure right here. This figure is one of the best Rey Mysterios they've done. I don't think it's the best Rey Mysterio they've done. It's definitely up there. Head sculpt resembles him. Gear's amazing. Of course, much like the other two people on this list, you need that articulation with the Rey Mysterio. Performing high flying moves literally almost into his 50s these days, which is absolutely insane. Tattoo detail looks really nice with the singlet, like a tank top kind of look. Like it's coming through the singlet. That looks really realistic and cool. And of course, he's got the arm tassels and all that, which you can slide down if you want. You can like take them off. This Rey Mysterio figure is absolutely amazing, and I highly recommend it. Or just any current day Rey Mysterio figure. If you want like a figure that moves around, great to use, I recommend that one. John Cena. This is the Elite 95 John Cena, which they of course re-released in the top picks line, but this figure's really good. One of the best John Cena figures they've ever done right here when it comes to like a current John Cena. Take the shirt off and you'll see that the torso is a little bit too jacked right here for John Cena. I don't know if he really has this look anymore, but this is still a great figure. I think the legs move around really good, the knees, elbows, arms, everything. I mean, to be honest, this arm has always been kind of stiff right here. This arm moves really good, but this arm has always been kind of stiff. I don't really know what's up with that, but I still do like that John Cena a lot right there. Elite 95 Cena. Speaking of John, here's John Morrison right here. Hardcore legend right here, John Morrison. A bit of an older figure, but this figure's articulation is still absolutely amazing. I know I keep pointing out like the knees and the ball joints and all that, but that's really what makes a figure. Like the lower leg articulation and all that, that's really what makes a figure move around amazing. I really like this John Morrison. Taking off the elbow pads, he does have single jointed elbows, which I do wish were updated to be the current day double jointed elbows. But yeah, for what it is, this John Morrison move's absolutely amazing. That's my only John Morrison elite right there. We have Rey Mysterio right here, and you can't have Rey without his devious son, Dirty Dominic Mysterio right here. I think this figure's absolutely perfect. This is the Elite 105. I saw a comment from one of my subscribers the other day that I could swap the head scan with the Elite 109 right here and have the Elite 109 Dom head on there. I kind of want to do that. I don't think I would pick up a whole new Elite to just swap a head onto this other Elite right here. I think if they come up with like a basic, I'd consider it. Other than that, this Dominic is absolutely amazing. Tattoo detail, obviously the updated skin tone. That's mostly what drove me away from not buying the Elite the Elite 89, excuse me, because he had like orange skin tone, it just didn't look good. But this skin tone's super duper updated, super duper cool. And the gear's great. Knees kind of stiff. I mean, they are pinless knees. This one moves pretty nice right here. I do like this knee articulation. As for this one, I'm not even kidding. I couldn't even get the bottom part to move. So I'm not even joking. Like, see, like I'm not joking. I couldn't even get that one to move. That's how it was when I got it. So it's basically like a single jointed knee on his right. But other than that, I do really love this Dominic Mysterio. One of my favorite figures in my collection. Very anticipated one for me as well. This one might come as a surprise, but I think the modern day Undertaker formula, and this figure's so tall he doesn't even fit in the frame almost, but the modern day Undertaker formula is absolutely immaculate. And I need to take the shirt off so you guys can see the ab crunch. Like big guys, they always have like the biggest ab crunch you could possibly get. He's got the best ab crunch in the world. Tattoo detail, obviously, and the leg articulation. This mold moves absolutely amazing. You got all the articulation right there. Of course, I feel like this is a very underrated figure, part of Elite 107. This Undertaker right here. But like I said with the Rey Mysterio, if you need like a figure that does like ultimate articulation on an Elite, basically, not like Ultimate Edition, just like the ultimate articulation on the legs, this is definitely the way to go. That's a great Undertaker figure to move around. Another one that might come as a surprise, but I think this EO Sky Elite 105 is one of my favorite figures to use right here. As for articulation, knees move pretty nice for being pinless. One thing I don't like about the modern day women's elite figures, they've got the basic boots right here. Like not like the current day basic boots, just like the vintage like pins on the basic boots. That does not look good. And and they also like they don't even have like the ankle pivot right there, or the ankle rocker or whatever. So that's kind of a bummer. But this EO Sky is really nice. It moves really good. She's on like the ball joints and everything. But I think it just really resembles her on the whole. That's a really nice figure. And then the figure that this goes with, Elite 104 Dakota Kai. Absolutely amazing figure as well. The molding and tooling that goes into these women's figures is immaculate when it comes to the elites, obviously. Head sculpt, really nice. I like the hair sculpt and all that. I put the black wrist tape interchangeable hand on there. I think that just looks better. Same issue with the EO Sky. She's got like the basic boots. It's starting to bother me less and less, but I would be very very happy if they were to change that. Hulk Hogan elites are absolutely immaculate. I have yet to use one in the stop motion on my YouTube channel, but these Hogan figures they put a lot of time into, and they do make a little too many Hulk Hogans. I'll be honest with you. We could get a little less Hogans. Like there's two Hulk Hogans that they announced at SDCC that literally almost look exactly like this. Like I'm not even kidding, but this figure is really really good. Elite 96 Hulk Hogan right here. Ab Crunch works really nice. I think this torso works, but I do like the three-pack torso more. Yeah, he's got the largest arms in the world, brother, and the articulation is just really nice on this figure. And all of Hogan's head sculpts, in my opinion, resemble him to a degree. That's definitely one of his best head sculpts right there, with the gritted teeth. It just screams Hulkamania running wild right there. Elite 97 Alexa Bliss, once again, basic feet articulation. I've already touched on that in this video, but this figure is absolutely amazing. Got all the realistic posing you can do with it, and it just looks so real. Like that's the main reason why it's on here. It looks just so real with like the head sculpt and everything. Like Mattel hardly misses head sculpts anymore. Like some of the early ones they used to miss, like the Elite 54 Jimmy Uso. I don't even want to look at that. But most of the head sculpts these days they do nail. Elite 101 Cody Rhodes. This figure I was absolutely amazed by when I first got it because of how quality of a figure that it felt. Like I don't know what it is, but this figure just feels so quality. All the knee articulation, all the ball joint articulation, ab crunch, arms. He's a pretty like normal sized guy. So I think all the normal sized guys articulation moves really well. I did head swap this basic, I mean this elite with a basic right here because this one had like the like no neck tattoo on his face, and the neck tattoo on his face I think it was kind of stupid. So I just added the basic head on there, and he's got the more realistic eye color. And another thing I don't like is the weight belt, of course. This is not the Ultimate Edition weight belt, so it's not the updated style. So I throw it out. Cody Rhodes, this is still a really, really good figure. Really, really good articulation on this guy, so that's why he's mostly, for the most part, I use him on my stop motions a lot. Only 101 Ricochet, absolutely amazing figure, amazing articulation. He just showed up at AEW All In last night, so that's absolutely amazing. Stay tuned for weekly wrestling news because I will be doing AEW All In 2024 results on weekly wrestling news, so stay tuned for that. But this Ricochet figure is really good. Yeah, he's got the pins on the knees and all that, ball joint articulation. I just discovered recently that like under this belt thing, this figure's got like some stitch design on the front piece. Like, can you see that? I didn't even know that was there. They didn't even have to do that, but I think that's really, really cool. Obviously, face scan really resembles Ricochet. He's always smiling. He was a baby face for most of his WWE career. So right there is Ricochet. I'm surprised Ricochet got to keep the Ricochet name when he showed up in AEW. I thought he was gonna rename himself like Trevor Mann or something, or Rick O'Shea. Can you imagine that? The ring general Gunther, another person where you kind of need the articulation with. He does a lot of chops. He does a lot of hard kicks. He does a lot of posing, like mid-match, before the match, and all that, with the hands behind the back and everything. And he's our current world heavyweight champion, so I use this figure a lot. And for the most part, that's because of the articulation. Gunther. Ultimate Edition AJ Styles. I don't own too many Ultimate Editions, but whenever I get one, I'm always blown away by the articulation on it. And that fact remains true with this AJ Styles right here. This is based off WrestleMania 38. Knees, stiff. I don't like the pinless knees, but this AJ Styles still, for the most part, the articulation is immaculate. Displacement joints, so you can get like the really high kick and all that. Literally, Ultimate Edition articulation. There's no touching Ultimate Edition articulation. Like for real, dude. Butterfly joints. I love those butterfly joints. They allow for so much good stuff. Especially with an AJ Styles, you can like have it like this, and like have the phenomenal forearm ready. Like look at all the posing you can do with this figure. This figure's absolutely amazing. Love that AJ Styles right there. And then the last one that I'm going to talk about today is Sheamus right here. Of course, you need that leg articulation for the bro kick. Most of these guys are just like people that I would use the most in stop motions and all that, and like, or people that just need that articulation for certain moves that they do. But this Sheamus is absolutely amazing. Really, really resembles him. Love this Sheamus. Arm articulation, leg articulation, knee, all that. And of course, this is before they started doing the pinless knees. I would say no hate to pinless knees because they are like upgrading it a little bit, so it's less stiff. But I have yet to see that in the figures. So for now, I don't really like pinless knees. But yes, that has been my favorite WWE action figures to use. Let me know in the comments down below if you agree with my list. And yeah, I love getting the articulation on the figures. That's one of the most important parts about the figures, getting the articulation and also having it being like a realistic action figure. That's what makes the action figures for me. And also if they have like a cool attire and everything. But yes, this has been my WWE action figure favorite figures to use list. I'll see you next time. Jed Wrestling.